Who has to mute in order for this to not happen? Maybe me and Samara.
No, really me.
Okay. You have to mute your own personal Zoom,
Right,
but
that's what I did.
we're still getting feedback because we're now hearing you through the live control, right?
So I'm muted.
Oh, well, is the TV set up with the laptop and is that on mute? The monitor's not set up with the lap?
Right, but I'm muted. Oh, I see. Yep.
So who has to be muted? Do we have to be muted? Does the TV monitor with computer need to be muted? Somebody does.
The answer is everybody.
Everybody.
Talking should be muted.
All right, so Samara and I will mute and then
If I walk over here, it goes away.
Samara, why don't you mute? Okay. So Herschel, now go up to a microphone and talk.
Hey, Samara, can you spotlight?
Hi, Samara. Samara, you can hear me? Yes?
And we ran a video cable
Can you
to that.
can,
So
can
that the
you
display here was going
make
to that.
the live
Now
stream?
there's a person here.
Samara? Samara, you can hear me? Yes?
We ran a
Great.
video
Okay.
cable
Can you
to that. Oh yeah.
Okay. This should be better.
They have extension cords for this, right?
Maybe. Here.
I don't particularly like the location of that. I think ultimately for cabling,
The feed is delayed, obviously from control. That's the issue. I'm mostly concerned about the what does it look like? Does it look the sound we I want to make sure that it looks good.
It looks good. The sound is the issue.
yeah, I think we're good.
The sound we I want to make sure that it looks good.
Yeah, and I can
It
move.
looks
I can
good.
move this. So we can do the.
The sound is the
Okay.
issue.
So that would let us move this.
The sound we I want to make sure that it looks good.
I can
It
move.
looks
I can
good.
move this. So we can do the.
The sound is the issue.
So that would.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. 'Cause
The reason
someone's
why
gotta
we're
be up
hearing
there
it
at
so
the
many
front.
times is because I have it
And
open
that
in
gives,
3 different
there's
places.
always a human being then that's right on the kill switch. He, and he was using the remote keyboard, which is also problematic if you don't have a person that, yeah, if you don't have a dedicated person that's doing it, if everyone's a participant,
So for today, the reality is that the feed looks good.
does it say signal?
There is some degradation of video, but that's to be expected, obviously. The real issue we're running into, Judy, is the laptop with the There is some degradation of video, but that's to be expected, obviously. The real issue we're running into, Judy, is the laptop.
Sure. Oh, no, not at all.
So the laptop is the issue. Does that make sense? With the screen. How necessary is it? Judy, you can unmute. You can unmute.
Okay, I don't know if I was using the chat. Um,
Yeah.
the
Sorry,
thing is,
I had to check. So yeah, let's talk about the view first. It looks good, right? Like the shot looks good. Like if this were, it looks good to you. You feel like it looks high quality enough. What does it look like on Facebook? I thought it looked nice too, right?
uh,
It looks fine on Facebook. I have it open.
How less good is it than um, the actual, than what we did a couple weeks ago? It's not as sharp as that, right?
it looks pretty sharp to me.
Okay, that's great.
The main thing, of course, is the sound. And
Right.
look, uh,
I can tell you this. What's causing the sound issue? Sorry. What's causing the sound issue is me and my laptop. This will obviously not be here.
okay, so try,
We're having a little bit of a
what if you communicate with us only through the microphone up there in front of the arc and you turn off your
yeah,
laptop completely?
sure, I can do that. Okay, you guys hear me?
We hear you.
So where is that
Okay,
sound
say
coming
that
from?
again and I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, you guys hear me? So where is it coming from through here? Give me a second. Huh. I'm wondering.
What if you shut off your laptop completely? Like, don't even look at it, shut it down. What would that help?
Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. What? Where is it coming through on my laptop? Because everything is muted.
I don't know, but turn it off.
The speakers and the mic are muted. It should be fine.
Judy, I can't turn it off because I'm the host of the meeting.
Oh, make
Now,
me,
if I make Samara the host,
make Samara the host.
okay. All right, I'm gonna just close my laptop and leave the meeting. Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Was that any better?
Monster.
Herschel, can you hear me? Samara, I don't think he can hear us.
I don't think so either.
It's a real pain in the ass.
You heard that part.
Yeah, but it's not.
Are we no longer connected to him?
No, we are. I think. Well, the live control. The way I understand it's on the MacBook that he's next to.
Obviously, these are for people doing Elias and stuff for services. It might be, in order to avoid this issue, but to be here live.
No, we've already had that conversation, fortunately, and the answer is no.
Why is that?
Because we don't know yet, right? If grandparents from East Coast can fly here to get on, that's why.
Well, and that's gonna be the future anyway, so we gotta see.
Yeah.
Hello, it's Judy. I don't know if you guys can hear me and Samara at all now that you turned off your.
Passcode.
But you. Okay.
So, so this is, yeah, but at least now I can have my hands on it.
Come on.
So that way, if you needed to jack into audio, you could do it off the computer. But once it gets on the TV, the volume on the TV is. It's a cable distance issue.
Oh.
Okay. So let me put me in full screen. Yeah, this would allow that sort of
Right
you've got
back.
a user up front that can mute or quit Zoom as necessary. So I'm muted right now because I'm coming through the microphone. But are we hearing any feedback? Okay, so but the TV doesn't need to be on because the audio here is going to be live, right? Okay, that's your challenge. So I can hit the volume. But also the microphone. I mean, so yes, the audio goes through here. Yeah, so you want audio on this. You want that? Okay. But in the past, with I guess they would jack into here because then it would go out through the audio speakers. Yeah. So I mean, we're still limited to how much volume can come in here. So in the past, what they've done is jacked it in. Okay.
So is that good enough then? Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, I have to run out and grab an HDMI.
I think he says he has some, right?
Yeah, an HDMI cable. If not, I've got one.
How long you want it?
Well, see, if we use this, then someone has to control this. That's what the laptop idea works. Before the person adjusts the thing. Yeah. I'm gonna go jack. I'm gonna grab a cable.
I am now unmuting myself. Can you?
There's no sound on that, right?
Just trying to figure out what needs to get done.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I get you on that. It's the I've seen in the group settings,
Yeah.
the microphones are the killer thing, and trying to keep everybody turned off after they've turned them on, and you almost have to have the Zoom admin user. Okay, so I'm just gonna. It's the everybody in the same room. But there must be some sort of mix. Okay, so this. So I mean, if we felt like the Zoom could be set up and run and hit, but if we're feeling like the person here, going to be the best person to control what's. Okay, so you see me. I hear a little bit of sound here. And do we have the volume up? Output. Okay, so I got output going to the speakers now. Yeah, so you can hit the volume up as high, loud as you want. And if I'm talking,
Tamara, can you let me, well, I'm in this. How does somebody get me into there? I'm speaking. Can you guys hear me? Patrick, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Okay. Is there a
The
delay?
problem is our audio is feeding back through your speaker, coming back to us at delayed. So when you do something like this, you really should have a headset on rather than use the speakers.
Headset.
yeah.
I should have a
So the
headset?
other thing that might be unnerving.
Yeah, it's best for the people on the Zoom call to have headsets rather than use the computer microphone.
So does that mean have a
Okay,
head?
well, they have to learn to mute then, right? So,
No, good luck.
yeah.
Not gonna happen.
So the other thought that I have is that if
Can
I'm
we
using-
mute them when they're not participating then?
Could the person here mute everybody?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Samara could mute people, no?
Yeah.
It just dropped me off. Reconnect me. So if I'm speaking, if I'm using this microphone, I would expect to get like some lip out of sync for the video that's coming off the Zoom.
When they do the Aliyahs or people are speaking from their home, when they're done, they have to mute themselves. So we can do whatever the person,
Well-
but what I'm saying, when Ari was here, he would do that himself.
Yeah.
He
But-
just mute the TV.
But as far as the person here, this camera doesn't even matter, right? There's no desire to capture any of this direct camera work.
You don't need to.
Right, because you got the cameras there.
Right.
So this is essentially a glorified control system for the Zoom, you know. That's talking. Okay. So they could watch if someone was talking, they could be on full screen.
The idea is not to have a laptop on that center podium.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling unstable right now. And we were running this through Ethernet as well. We were bypassing any complications with Wi-Fi. So. Well, for the same certainty, we could jack the laptop into Ethernet. We got a cable right there, and then that way everything's hardwired. Can we do that now?
If you want to try it now, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can.
We'll meet it on the 18th for sure.
Yeah. Let me see.
18th to the 24th. That's when we have the next thing here, 24th of April. We have one in May and 3 in June.
Patrick, isn't that a reason why also that the whole monitor and the laptop were over to the side to use the Ethernet?
Doesn't make any difference about the side right now. We're just trying to get it to work.
I can barely hear you, but I'm just talking about using Ethernet.
So the reason why the screen is here right now is because we don't have cables long enough to run it. So we're just trying to test it. That's all.
Diamondtron.
It's not an issue. Yeah, we never had a problem. Because it was off to the side.
Well, where do you want to move it closer to here so people can stop stressing over the
Let's put it where it was.
location? Yeah. Just you've got as much as the cable I've got here will give you.
Are we keeping this connection here?
That's the one I'm connected to right now. Yeah.
So we'll go as far as we can go, but not gonna be very far.
It'll give them at least something closer to what they're expecting. Also, it does eliminate the glare.
Are you concerned that the laptop doesn't have a long enough cable?
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
No, you just lost the feed.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm plugging it back in. Yeah.
No, that's fine. It's just gonna need to go over there.
But my point is that if it's over there, what's the point of having it over there so rarely anybody's gonna
Everybody
see
can
it?
see it, because they do it the time of the morning where it's.
It's
the
not
sun
about
isn't
that.
down.
What I'm saying is, so it's not even a centerpiece of any of this. So literally, you could have a laptop up there. You could just mute yourself.
Yeah. If nobody needed to see what was. The other thought is, I don't know how this would fit in. What if this was fed into the live stream by itself? What if this was just fed into the live stream? It would be like, it wouldn't be real time from the.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
If they're talking and it was just Zoom by itself, see it. We can't permanently mute it.
I don't really get it. I don't get why it's necessary when we can just use a laptop, have the kids see it with the blessing. They would hear the blessing, they would do their thing, and then
Can the live stream capture what's on this computer?
these,
Yeah, they can't capture a Zoom feed.
they're doing their Zoom, they're beaming to Zoom.
They're beaming.
Right, we gave them our coordinates, so they just sign in. Through that feed. That's what you're seeing.
I know what you're trying to do. I don't think you're gonna be able to do it. What you're saying, what you're thinking is that the live control, their cameraman can see them and put it through.
Well, they're beamed into Zoom, and everyone is on this screen. And these users are not needing to see the speaker because they're also looking at the live feed.
I get it. It's much easier to do this when all of it is running through a central thing, which is what Ari did. But they're not all running through a central thing anymore. And that's the whole point, is that like, that was $2,300 or $2,400 to get this guy to do that, right? So this is one component. This is what you were paying him for these 30-second snippets.
Yeah.
Because you didn't need him for this, and you don't need him for this.
If every person was wearing a headset, right, so they weren't backfeeding audio,
Right, you need to wear a headset.
and didn't care about any delays, could focus, they could speak, right? Because as soon as that bar starts coming in on your, if you hear,
Yeah, you can't even hear
you're done. You can't concentrate. You're done.
Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean we just assume that we're committing to the laptop HDMI connection?
You mean
Because
from
at least
this to here?
that gives us centralized mute in the case of an emergency.
Like, so from here to there.
Yeah,
I guess that's the way it is. But whose laptop?
right.
Like,
The keyboard has a mute.
No, I'm
is
getting that, but
anyone
I'm saying,
concerned?
who's the person who's here on Sunday morning?
No, I mean, Patrick.
On Saturday.
Hello?
Yeah. I mean, maybe we should just try to do it and just tell them tough luck. Go into the keyboard, get it running, stand up. There was a mute in the theater.
Actually, he's going to be a little bit of a trade-off. The reality is, right?
Or once we're back into the sanctuary, people will be eliminated down there.
I'm feeling like if I were up there speaking, that I'm going to be hearing testing. I'm on the Zoom feed, Zoom's running, microphone. The audio is being fed in. I'm going to hear an echo of my computer.
Samara and I are on this call.
Okay, so my Zoom. I'm muted, and so is my video. And I'm hearing a little. It's not too bad for me, but I can hear it.
I'm not sure if that's your direct feed into the Zoom or is it coming from
I'm muted. I think that's the delay of the live feed. Right. This microphone is picking up on live feed. There's a delay for this live feed to get to this TV. Then the TV broadcasts the audio that I just put in the microphone. Does that match? I think that's what's happening. You hearing that? They could test it. They could mute the speakers on their side. But
Is there still somebody on the line?
Yeah, there's two people online right now, right?
they're muted. Judy and
Fourth. I am now unmuted. Hold on. I just now unmuted myself. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Could you hear me super delayed?
No.
So there you go. Was that a problem?
Are you hearing an echo of yourself?
I am not.
Okay, that's good.
so when I raise my finger, one, you can't see my.
I can see you.
When they enabled the sound here, Robert, no one here could talk. That's what they were doing. When they
Which is
enabled
why.
the sound, everyone here was basically said, you gotta be quiet, we're running this. Then once that's finished, they would pause, then they would come back and do the research.
Exactly, that's exactly what happened.
The question is, who's running the sound that morning? Who's setting this up that morning? Like,
Well, if the sound consists purely of just getting the volume turned on,
right,
and we're
and it's through the laptop?
well, if the person here literally has to do nothing, then you could run it completely off of the
Okay.
Mac Mini.
Herschel, you got to tell Robert again, or I can tell Robert again because Robert can hear me. There is no laptop at the center podium.
We don't
Nobody,
want.
right? So we don't want a laptop at the center podium. Okay, everyone's frozen. That means that I'm frozen. Is everyone frozen or is it just me frozen?
It looks like it's just the live control froze. 'Cause
Ah,
Robert, I can see still moving
I
around.
can see Robert, yeah, I can see Robert moving. Live control froze. Robert, can you come back to the center, Robert, and wave at me if you can hear me? Or Herschel, somebody wave at me from the center. Yeah, you can hear me. So live control apparently froze. Interesting and a little bit scary. So we are not needing a laptop at the center podium. What we did was the laptop was attached to the back, if I understand correctly, of the monitor. And Ari would mute or unmute the television sound with the remote control as needed. I cannot hear you because it's not coming through live control. If you want me to hear you, Robert, we're gonna, Samara and I will mute ourselves.
Can you hear me on the Zoom?
Oh, yeah, you know why? We ended the test, I did it in half hour.
Okay. Well, that's dicey because they're 90% of the audio loop and feedback. So that means all of the audio looping testing, echo testing we just did doesn't matter because they're a source. Am I right? They're a source of potential echo and delay.
Right.
So with them off, we're just doing Zoom.
Right.
We don't even have the complexity of the live feed. We'll have to reschedule. Can you get them to jump back on?
Yeah, I mean, I can call them.
Yeah. So let me.
I think we should
I I think we should cut it here. If we could get them to jump on for 5 to 10 minutes after I get it running on the Mac Mini. If she's 100% saying there is no way that there's going to be a laptop here.
Let's just schedule for next week, or the week after.
No, not next week, Patrick. We're not doing this next week.
I didn't say anything.
No, that was me. I said that.
Look at, Judy, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I've got 2 ways to do the video. I can do the video.
Judy.
Yes.
We're gonna need some kind of a computer in order to make this work.
Right. So did Ari bring his own computer every week? Was that the situation?
We need to have a computer in order for it to work. So Ari had a computer, and what he would do from his computer, he would mute it, like you said, and then when it was done, and then turn it back, and then. No, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it.
Well, is there some way we can check out a day school computer every week?
It's not just the computer problem, it's a operator issue. Having to have a human being act as the soundboard.
Well, hello, I'm just picked up the phone. Hello.
Okay, so here's not only just an issue of somebody working it, still needs a computer at some point. The computer then would have to be automatic, because if no one's gonna be controlling it during the day, if there won't be, then he's gonna try the Apple Mini behind this, and hopefully it'll go on, and it'll be on during services, attach it, but if there's nobody to do it, that's gonna be a problem. Well, what Ari did, like we discussed, he had it running through his computer, so he would mute it when they were done with the Maria, and then turn it back on. And he would then put back on all the regular sound. The only thing, Ari, it was giving the key to the
anything.
Right. Okay, so you're telling me that you're going to mute and unmute the TV during services. Okay, that's helpful. Are you then, but I think part of the other issue that you gotta make sure it's functioning that the
Explain to me.
before services start.
Why?
What she said.
Is that something?
Okay.
That's it. No. It's the same.
We literally could have a podium here. We could set up a laptop here. The kid could literally interact with the person in the laptop with the earbuds on. Therefore, there's no, because these people are then through the Zoom call, right?
It's
They're
gonna be a
here.
monologue, right? Because this person's gonna be talking. That person's not gonna have the
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, I get this.
Judy, you know that. You know we're not gonna have a computer center podium. You understand that.
Is there a reason why we couldn't have a computer off to the side?
Herschel, wait, Herschel, can you hear me? Herschel?
I think he fell off. He was using Robert's computer.
Yeah, well, okay, I've got him on the phone now. Who am I talking to? Okay, so Samara, I think we're done. Let me just tell Samara. Samara, we're done. We're done for today, I think. I'm just going to chat with them a bit more and then we'll pick it up next time. Thank you so much for your willingness to participate in this.
No, it's not a problem. When we get this figured out, when
Yeah,
we get it figured out who's going to run this laptop, we'll figure it out.
we'll see. All righty. Thanks, Samara.
No problem.
Let's end this. Okay, bye.